Hello and welcome to The Open Book, a podcast brought to you by the Leesburg Public Library, located in historic downtown Leesburg, Florida. At The Open Book, we will discuss our physical and digital collection, speak with our staff and guests about different library happenings, as well as upcoming events in our community. I'm your host, Sarah. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to The Open Book. I'm your host, Sarah, and I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone who listened to our first episode last month. Today, we are going to dive right in and talk about how our listeners can get their very own Lake County Library card and what your card gives you access to besides the books on our shelves. Whether you are new to Lake County or if you are ready to take advantage of all the public library has to offer, we make it easy for you to sign up for your own library card. Today, I have a special guest, my supervisor, Elaine, who is the manager of support services here at the Leesburg Public Library, to tell us how to get a library card. Hi, Elaine. Thank you so much for joining me today. Would you really quick introduce yourself to our listeners and tell us a little about yourself?
Sure, not a problem. Thanks for having me. My name is Elaine Kelly, and I am the support services manager here at the library. I have been in this position for probably about 8 months now. Many of you probably know me because I worked upstairs in our reference area for my prior tenure. I've been with the library itself for about 8 years. And the majority of that has been as the book club coordinator. So for those of my little people who were part of the book club journey with me, they know that I was able to help manage those schedules, get them their books, that sort of thing. So a lot of fun was had with that. So, but now I'm downstairs and I'm with everybody else. So looking forward to that.
No, we're really happy to have you. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to tell our listeners about how they can sign up for a library card. Yes, exactly. All right. Would you share with our listeners how they can sign up for their own library card here at the Leesburg Public Library?
Not a problem. All you have to do is really stop by our circulation desk downstairs and fill out a very short application. And when I say short, you could probably fill it out in about 2 minutes.
Yes, 100%.
And all you have to bring in is your picture ID with your Lake County address. If you happen to be wanting to sign up children or other family members, we do need to see them in person also. So just bring the little kiddos along with you, and we'll be able to get everybody set up with that. Now, if you do not have a Lake County address, no problem. Okay, we are very committed to trying to get you a card with us.
Absolutely.
But what we want to just caution you on is be prepared to have a conversation with us.
Yeah.
We're going to be providing and asking you to bring in some additional pieces of documentation that shows some addresses that's here in the area. But we're going to go through a laundry list of them. So we don't want you to be surprised about. We're just trying to find the best way to be able to get you that library card. And if you want to give us a call ahead of time and we can have that conversation when you show up at our door, then we'll be happy to get you that registration sheet, and you'll have all the info that we need so we can easily get you through that process very, very quickly.
No, you're absolutely right about that, Elaine. I know in support services when I'm working on the phones and people call in all the time and they're wondering how to get a library card, and it is pretty straightforward if you are a Lake County resident. All that you have to do is show your ID like you said, but if you happen to be a new resident or don't have that Lake County address on your ID like you mentioned, there are other ways for you to get a library card into your hand. We just have to assess how to go about that the best way for both parties. Okay, my next question. Elaine, what is your favorite perk about having your own library card?
You have access to so many different things that we could either check out or just use, or my favorite one is probably going to be Pronunciator, which is a language learning software. It keeps track of your progress and all, but you do have to sign in with your library card. So being able to have that accessibility on our part is always a great thing. So
no, that's a really, really cool perk. And a lot of people don't know how many other services that the library offers. And I do want to mention really quick, I know from being at the support services desk and signing people in, we always give out our little welcome packets to folks that have a bunch of flyers and brochures in there. And I know that sometimes it's really easy to set them to the side with all intents and purposes to get back to them later, but you might be able to have them fall out of sight, out of mind. There is so much information in those brochures to let you know what other services the library can offer you when you have your library card. I really, really encourage everyone that does sign up for a card to go through those materials and ask questions as well.
And another thing I do want to point out is that the Leesburg card offers more services than the other ones in the county.
Mm-hmm.
We subscribe to other services, other databases that other branches just do not have that ability. So definitely taking a look at our brochures that we're going to give you at that sign up will show those areas that might be of further interest for you.
Absolutely. And as always, guys, if you have any questions about what services we offer, if you're looking for a particular service, if you're new to the area that you might have had access to at a previous library, please give us a call. Our phone number is going to be at the end of this episode, like it is always. Just give us a call. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you have and help get you whatever we are able to provide for you. Elaine, one of my last questions is, what is it that you wish more people knew about the library?
When people think of a library, they automatically think of books, maybe audiobooks, maybe some newspapers, maybe some magazines, which is great. We have all of those things.
Sure, yeah.
But I don't believe that they know that we do other things or we offer other materials, and that could further help them out. You know, for other materials, we have board games, we have STEM kits, we have wonder books out of the youth area, we have even a telescope, for goodness sake, that you can check out. You know,
we have a telescope that goes along with those STEAM kits. That we have backpacks that you can borrow that have like bird watching kits that have books in there, and binoculars or flower and plant identifier kits. And we even have one that has like a stargazing kit that has a telescope that you can check out and bring home, along with books that can help you identify constellations and see what is in the stars in your own backyard. The library is so much more than books. And I know that I sound like a broken record, even though we're only on episode 2 saying that, but we really are.
But I also wanted to just stay with materials. We do offer other services. So for instance, if you need to get a bus pass in and around the county, we offer and sell bus passes here at the library. If you need to either sign up or revise your voter's registration, we can do that. We also have water test kits that you can send to the county to be able to test your water at home. You know, stuff like that. We offer so much other things than the standard materials that you think of. Definitely. That, you know, we really like to encourage people to stop by, give us a call, and find out if we do happen to have those services.
Absolutely. No, I think that you wrapped that up so well, Elaine. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing how to become a patron of the library. I really appreciate you coming on with us today.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
So now you have your library card. What do you do with it? Yes, of course, you can always check out books, movies, as well as other materials we have here. But did you know that you also now have access to the Lake County Library System's digital catalog? If you receive your card from us here at the Leesburg Public Library, we have additional services that are not available to all Lake County libraries. We have 4 different apps and platforms that you can download to access thousands of digital titles. I'm going to go over each one of the platforms with you to help determine which ones you would like to check out. First off, we have Libby. Libby is a very popular free app where you can enjoy ebooks, digital audiobooks, and magazines from your public library. You can stream titles with Wi-Fi or mobile data, or download them for offline use and read anytime, anywhere. The Leesburg Public Library currently has over 13,000 titles available to borrow on Libby. Cloud Library is similar to Libby, where it is a popular digital lending platform that allows library patrons to browse, borrow, and read ebooks and audiobooks for free using a smartphone, tablet, or computer. It works with local libraries to provide access to digital content, including magazines and comics, which can be checked out and read directly within the app. On Cloud Library, there are currently over 100,000 titles to choose from. Now, you may wonder why the Leesburg Public Library uses both Libby and Cloud Library. I want to remind everyone listening that there are different titles available on each platform. When patrons come in person to the Leesburg Public Library and ask about it, and if they are having trouble finding a title on one of the platforms, I always recommend that they look on both because they do have different titles available. There is some overlap, of course, but it is very, very worth your time to check both. Our next platform to talk about is Flipster and is one of my personal favorites. I think that my fellow magazine readers will agree with me. Flipster is a next-generation digital newsstand that allows people to browse digital versions of the latest issues of popular magazines. Physical magazine subscriptions have become so expensive in my opinion, so I really enjoy being able to scroll through my favorites for free with my library card. There are over 20 different individual magazine titles with numerous issues of each that date all the way back to 2014 available on the digital library within Flipster. The last platform I'm going to highlight today is Canopy. That's Canopy with a K for all of you listeners. Canopy is a free on-demand streaming service for public library card holders and university students or faculty, and offers thousands of critically acclaimed movies, documentaries, indie films, and classics. It features a large collection from partners like A24, Criterion Collection, and PBS, and is accessible via web browsers, mobile apps, and streaming devices like Roku and Apple TV. I personally love how many BBC shows and movies are available to stream that aren't available with my other subscriptions I have currently. Just like our other platforms we talked about, Canopy has an app that you can download for a tablet or mobile device and is also compatible directly with your TV at home if you have a smart TV or use Apple AirPlay or Google Chromecast. If you would like help accessing our digital library through these platforms, you can always give us a call at 352-728-9790. You can even bring in the tablet or other device you want to use and ask our adult services staff up on the second floor for help in person during normal business hours. The Leesburg Public Library also offers regular tech classes that can help you learn how to make the most of your library card. These classes are available on a monthly basis, and you can check our calendar at mylakelibrary.org. All right, listeners, today I have a brand new segment for you. This segment is called From Page to Screen. We are going to discuss highly anticipated movie releases based on books. Today on From Page to Screen, we are going to talk about Project Hail Mary. The Project Hail Mary movie, starring Ryan Gosling, just released on March 20th and is rated PG-13 with a runtime of 2 hours and 37 minutes. Initial reviews for the movie are overwhelmingly positive and convey how the movie is a great companion to the book it was based on. The book, Project Hail Mary, was written by Andy Weir, who is also the author of The Martian, whose movie came out in 2015 starring Matt Damon. Project Hail Mary's description is as follows. Ryland Grace is the sole survivor on a desperate last-chance mission, and if he fails, humanity and the Earth itself will perish. Except that right now, he doesn't know that. He can't even remember his own name, let alone the nature of his assignment or how to complete it. All he knows is that he's been asleep for a very, very long time, and he's just been awakened to find himself millions of miles from home with nothing but 2 corpses for company. His crewmates dead, his memories fuzzily returning, Ryland realizes that an impossible task now confronts him. Hurtling through space on this tiny ship, it's up to him to puzzle out an impossible scientific mystery and conquer an extinction-level threat to our species. And with the clock ticking down, the nearest human being light years away, he's got to do it all alone. Or does he? The book Project Hail Mary was awarded many accolades since its release in 2015, including winning the Goodreads Choice Award for Best Science Fiction and the 2022 Audie Award for Audiobook of the Year. It was a 2022 Hugo Award finalist for Best Novel, a New York Times bestseller for 41 weeks, and was named to numerous best of lists, including those by Bill Gates and Barack Obama. If you would like to read the book Project Hail Mary, be sure to check out our catalog on mylakelibrary.org, and to watch Project Hail Mary, look up your local theater for showtimes. Now let's talk about library happenings. All right, listeners, I have a big announcement I need to share with you all. As you might know, Leesburg Bike Fest happens each year at the end of April and will be taking place this year on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, April 24th through the 26th. On Thursday, April 23rd, the Leesburg Public Library will be closing early at 5 p.m. to help make way for the festivities. There will be parking adjustments and street closures leading up to the festival, so please keep an eye on our Facebook page, as well as we will announce more information as we get closer to the event. Now, for our patrons that have been around a while, I'm sure that you're thinking, Sarah, we know that you close for Bike Fest every year. What's so different this year? The big announcement that I have piggybacks on the library's closure for Bike Fest. So, like I said, we are going to be closing early on Thursday, April 23rd, but we will remain closed until Monday, May 11th. That's right. The library will be closed for 2 weeks. We are receiving brand new carpet for the first time in 20 years and are so excited. But obviously, the library building is going to be a construction zone, so we will not be open to the public for those 2 weeks. While the building might be closed, our staff is still going to be here working. During the building closure, our book return slot on the side of our building will still be accessible from Elk Street, and you will also be able to check out items using our Curbside Service. Let me talk you through how Curbside Service works. To check out items with our Curbside Service, place a hold on your requested titles using our website or calling us at the library. Once your hold is available, you will be notified with a call or email. The holds are not filled immediately. As a side note, please wait until you have been notified that your hold is available for pickup. Once that notification comes into you, please give us a call at 352-728-9790 and press option 2 for Curbside Service. Once connected with one of our staff members, you just need to let us know your name, let us know you have items available and would like to pick them up with Curbside. We will then pull your holds, check them out to you, and set them aside for when you arrive. When you arrive to our drive-up area off Elk Street, which is the same area that we have our outdoor book return slot, give us another phone call with the same option and let us know you've arrived for Curbside Service, and we will hand deliver your checkouts to you. Okay, guys, I know that was a lot of information, but let me wrap it up into a quick recap for you. The Leesburg Library will be closed to the public for 2 weeks, the last day to visit being Thursday, April 23rd from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. During the building closure, you may still return materials with the book drop. You can still check out materials as well by placing holds and using our Curbside Service. The Leesburg Public Library will reopen on Monday, May 11th at 9 a.m. We really look forward to showing our visitors our new look when we reopen. As always, please call us with any questions you might have, and we would be happy to answer any questions or concerns that you might have. All right, everyone. That is all that I have for you today. I would just like to thank you all for joining us and listening to the open book. Just as a housekeeping note, starting next month in May, I plan on locking into our schedule with posting an episode on the last week of each month. As always, if any of our listeners have any topic ideas for upcoming episodes or want any additional information about what we talked about today, please do so in the comment section. I'm also going to include links to our Facebook page and to the City of Leesburg's Bike Fest webpage in the caption of this video for you to find more information. As always, thank you for joining us for this episode of The Open Book. Thank you for listening to The Open Book, a podcast hosted by the Leesburg Public Library. The Leesburg Public Library is located in historic downtown Leesburg at 100 East Main Street and is open to the public Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Fridays and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. To contact us, you may call the library during normal business hours at 352-728-9790 or email us at librarian@leesburgflorida.gov. To view our catalog, calendar, and digital library, go to mylakelibrary.org. For additional updates, make sure to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram at Leesburg Public Library. We'll see you next time.